Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Today I've come out into the local woodland with the OM system OM-1 and the f2.8 12-40mm Pro 2 lens. Idea is, I'm going to try it on woodland. Conditions aren't amazing, it's a little bit overcast, which is going to be a really nice test for it. So we'll see if we can get some interesting shots and see what happens. So come on with us, we'll see what we get. So there's quite a few areas around in the local wood now where we're getting quite a few little periwinkles and things like that coming up. So do a few little experiments with it. Run it about f4 on the lens and see what comes out. The effect that I'm looking for is something to get a really nice crisp, sharp centerpiece, so a nice foreground image. Then the rest of the flowers just fading off into the background. I think I've got it about right, but have a look at this. Let me know what you think in the comments. So some of the woodland that's around here, obviously it's not massively managed, but it's interesting to get some fun shapes on it. We're just transferring over to another section at the moment, which is up where the old Great Central line used to run, because that's more established on an embankment area. You can get some really interesting layers on the trees. The birds are absolutely everywhere today though, so it's quite possible that we might end up getting a few bird shots as well. I've got the 300 with me. Cracking little lens, 75 to 300. Great thing about it, it's large enough and small enough you can just chuck it in your bag. You can take it with you. It's a great carry around lens that gives you astounding reach and great results. So really nice to have with me. But like I said, the focus for today is going to be the 12 to 40 and see what we can do in the woods. But I'm hoping that the light doesn't change too much and it'll be a really nice test for it. So let's head up into the woods now and let's see what we can find. I've said it before, but when I'm in the woods I love to see these old beech trees with golden leaves on it. It's just before they're actually starting to get the new growth on it, and they just look really nice. You can get a nice tight shot on it, not too wide an aperture because you want to give it a bit of depth. You can get some really nice effects. I'll pop a shot up now. Just give you a demonstration. I'm going to go f4 on this one, so not too wide, not too narrow, and just look at the detail you get from the leaves. Another thing that is really nice on this this 12 to 40mm lens is the out of focus bokeh balls, however you're supposed to say it. They're really well defined and really nice and soft and gentle. There's no real angular edges to it, so the diaphragms are really well put together in the aperture. Makes a real nice effect, especially if you've got a lovely foreground. Get the background nice and out of focus. Hello, Mr. Robin. And you can get some nice depth to it, but it just finished it off lovely. Just taking a shot of a little feather. I'll pop it up now for you, but you'll see what I mean by the background. One sure sign of spring as well. See the catkins, they're coming up onto the trees now, and the bees are coming out. They're really enjoying it. Seen a few butterflies floating around as well, which is really nice to see. So yeah, it looks like spring's finally starting, and little Mr. Robin singing about it quite well as well. One really handy feature with the OM-1 is the ability to actually charge and shoot at the same time. If you're using at least I think it's a 27 watt power delivery power bank, you can tether it straight to the camera and just keep on shooting as the battery charges. It's something quite handy out in the field. Obviously at the minute I've still only got the one battery because we're still waiting for the supplies of the spare batteries. So it just gives you that extra peace of mind that if you are running low after a day's shooting, you can just plug in, just keep on going. There's nothing to stop you, which is a really handy little feature. Great that they've actually included that. I've arrived at the section of the woods that got quite a lot of birds around, so I switched over to the 75-300 lens. Lighting conditions aren't fantastic on 4th today, so I'm going to be a little bit selective on the shots, trying to sort of push the ISO too far. But got some lovely shots of the robin that we've just been checking out what we were doing. Although we'll sort of keep wandering, hopefully we'll find some more. I see I can spot a nuthatch actually. I've just seen one sort of buzzing around the trees in the background, but I'm going to see if I can get one to come forward to us and see if I can get some shots. So with the 12-40 being an f2.8 wide open, you can get some almost macro-like effects. It's just a case of picking your subject really, but you can get something that's got a bit of detail on it, like a clump of moss or something like that. You can really get a nice bit of depth to it, lovely blurred background. I mean, you don't have to go to f2.8, I mean f3.5, f4, you can get some really nice sort of effects with it, and you're still not losing that depth of field, which really gives a nice feel to it, so that real sort of macro feel. It's not quite a macro lens, because it's not got the full magnification, so obviously sort of you're not going to be able to use it for getting close-ups of insects and stuff like that particularly easily. But as an all-rounder lens, it's great. As long as you're not sort of wanting wildlife or sort of long-distance detail and stuff like that, it's perfect. I mean, as a landscape lens, highly recommend it. It's perfect for it. As a woodland lens, it seems pretty good as well. It's got a great range to it. So full frame equivalent is a 24-80, which is it's right in there as part of the holy trinity of lenses. On the older stuff from Olympus, you can get a couple of the wider ones. One lens I was really impressed with actually has been the 14-150. It's what I would say an anomaly. It's alarmingly sharp for such a wide zoom range. It's the sort of thing, it's almost an ideal walk around lens. But what we're going to end up doing soon is taking one out possibly to Lincoln or York to have a go at some street photography with them. Obviously I'll be taking the 12-40, probably get Tracy on the 14-150. So I'll give them a good test out in some slightly different conditions. Last time we did it was, actually this will be a few years back now, but especially Lincoln, it's a lovely place, a lot of character there, because there's a lot of history involved. There's a lot of different buildings. There's the new section, the old section. You get some really nice shots by just wandering around, and even just like the shopping area, it's really nice there. So yeah, we're going to be doing that soon. Obviously it's weather dependent, we don't want to be up there in the pouring rain, but obviously soon we'll get that done, and we'll give them a bit of a test in those sort of conditions as well. Now one thing we were expecting to see today is the first sign of some bluebells, but it seems to be a little bit late this year. They normally come up around the same time as the wild garlic, but things might be a little bit later than expected by the look of it. Yeah, I think it could well be that the weather conditions haven't been just right to bring everything forward yet. I mean, essentially we're a month into meteorological spring. We've just come into astronomical spring, so I suppose we can sort of let it off for this time. But it's been really nice to get out into the woodlands again. Like I say, testing the new lens, just trying a few bits and bobs. But like I say, if there's anything you want to know about lens or any tests that you want me to try with the new setup, drop a comment down below and I'll see what I can do with it. But I'm going to sort of head back now and finish the walk round. I'll pop a few more shots up and so you can have a look at that. But as always, thanks for watching. If you like the video, please do hit the like button, it really helps the channel out. And obviously, if you're not subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button. There's going to be a lot more to come this year, especially with the new system. More tests, more stuff that we're going to be doing. Probably there's going to be a lot of sort of woodland and wildlife involved. But if that's the sort of thing you're into, drop subscribe onto it, and we'll see you again on the next one. Thanks for watching.